Hey folks, we did a video a while back of an economy minnow trap. Here it is. My son and I made this out of a couple of 2-liter bottles. You can see basically we cut the top out of one, the bottom out of the other, put the top in here, put it all together, which is why we're here. We're going to show you how to do it. We're going to do another one for you. Got to cut plenty of holes, got to have a way to haul it out. We used it in the stream. We didn't catch gallons of minnows, but both places we tried, we caught a minnow in a very short amount of time. I'm no doubt you could catch enough to help you out if you were lost in the woods, or if you forgot to bring bait or ran out of bait. You could throw one of these things together pretty quick and get yourself a few minnows to fish for a little bit longer. What you're going to need for this is a razor knife helps. You can use regular scissors or a pocket knife. We're using zip ties, but you can use wire. You could even use string if you don't mind replacing it every once in a while so they won't rot. We're using that's a wood burner. You could use a soldering iron, or you can use a hot nail. And Kenneth's here sitting next to me heating up a nail to show you. They go right through this stuff, and if you don't have either of these, you can throw a nail in a candle and use it. It takes a little longer, but it works. Alright, so let me get to showing you how to do this. Alright, we've got two 2-liter bottles, and in these particular 2-liter bottles, they actually have a line down here at the bottom. Some of them don't, but these do. Anyway, you're going to cut the bottom out of one, just cut along that line, because that's right where the level hits the contour, and that's what you're looking for. Alright? So, do that, and get it go in there. This doesn't have to be precise. A little ragged doesn't hurt. I'm doing it sideways because I'm trying to film it, so that doesn't help matters either. So it probably won't be as pretty as it normally would be, but how can you make a couple of scrap 2-liter bottles and a bunch of zip ties pretty? Alright, so now you've got the bottom out of one. This is junk. Alright, now cut the top out of the other one, and there's no line here on this one. You just have to feel, and you can find where it levels out. It's right about there. Go just a little bit back behind that, and cut straight around as straight around as you can. There we go. Again, it doesn't have to be pretty. You can clean it up if you don't like the looks of it when you start fitting everything together. I should have probably used kitchen shears on this. I've done a quicker, neater job. There we go. Alright, so now you've got a top and a bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to put these two pieces together. See, just like that? And that's really your minnow trap right there. Everything else is just holding it together and getting it in and out of the water. That's the pretty much finished product. What was that, about a minute and a half? Yeah. Alright, so anyway, first thing we're going to do is we're going to secure, this is where the minnows go in, then they get confused, they can't find the hole to get back out. When you pick it up, you just take the cap off, pour it into your minnow bucket, put some more bait in there, put a few rocks to weigh it down, put the cap on it, and you're done, ready to go. Okay? First thing I'm going to do, since Kenneth's been sitting there patiently heating up this nail, I'm going to show you that you can use a nail. KB, put a hole right in the top center.
This is a heated up nail. It'll punch right through. Yep,
there you go. It takes longer, but you can see you made a nice little hole. Okay? Yep, thank you, KB. You can put that nail down now because that's got to get old. He's been holding that thing for 5 minutes. Way longer than he needed to, probably. But anyway, now, first thing you do, like I said, you're going to secure your inlet funnel. Again, the wood burner is a whole lot faster, you can see, than the nail. Put a couple holes side by side, get your zip tie or your wire or whatever else that you're planning on using. String, like I said, bread ties for that matter. You know, whatever you got laying around, you just need it to stay together. It does not have to be pretty. And then tie it up. Go to the opposite side and do another one. Make sure you're getting both pieces of plastic when you do it. The minnows don't care if it's pretty, so just make sure you don't have to be all concentric and everything. It's just got to be, get several of these things pulled out. It's got to be to where you can hook both pieces. Let's see, do that one. Now, going to cut these extra pieces off. Cut that off. Alright, now, what I'm going to do after the video, I'm going to go back and put 2 more here and 2 more here to secure that. But basically, this thing's got to sink. So, I go through and put holes, not big enough that the smaller minnows can get out, but big enough plenty of water can get in. And one thing we forgot on the last one that we're not going to forget this time is to make sure you put a number of holes right around the neck. You throw it in the deep spot and it'll tilt. If your weight's toward the back end, it'll tilt and the air bubble will set up around your neck, and you have to reach in or dig it back out and put it in there straight so that it'll sink, because otherwise it'll just float neck up and you're not going to catch any minnows because they're at the bottom. And then, like I said, on the neck, I come around here, make sure I'm not, put you some in right here around the neck to let that air out so that it will sink and lay flat on the bottom. Put some here, 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 and here. And once again, pretty does not matter at all. Oh, and you've got to put a couple, actually, I'm going to put 1 more here and 1 more here, and that's going to be where we're going to put zip ties through and use for our, and I should have done that for before I put this in. This is going to be trickier now because we're going to have to bend the zip ties around. But we'll figure out a way to do it. We might do side to side, whatever. We'll get our zip ties in for handles. But for yourself, put your handles in before you put the butt in, because this is going to be difficult for us now to make handles, but we'll manage it. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I was going to do this after the video, but this went pretty quick. You can see building these things doesn't take any time. It costs you nothing except the price of zip ties or price of whatever you're using to hold it together. And your recycling, yay. We don't have a recycling program here locally, so that these things would have gone in the garbage. Now they'll be put to good use. We'll goof off with them down at the creek. Anyway, folks, that's it. That's the whole batch except for putting the handles on. Put you some dog food or some bread. They love bread. I'd go with the bread probably, but if you don't have any old stale bread, you got dog food, cat food, throw some of that in there. Go throw it in the creek, see what you catch. We'll do a little video of this one later and stick it on the end of this one and see if this one works as good as the other one. Anyway, folks, thank you very much. Please, if you like it, like and subscribe. Have a great day. Hey folks, back at the backyard stream again. We had a good rain. It's kind of turning into more of a stream. Look how deep that joker is there. Coming across the drop over here, and it runs that way and got some marsh out that direction. We've gone up this direction into those woods quite a ways. Say hi, KB. Got some bamboo behind him. Benjamin, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, okay, so we're down here to test the minnow traps. KB, did you get the minnow traps out yet?
Yeah, no. That will happen.
Okay, we'll come back to that. I don't know if the resolution is good enough to see them or not, but there's some red-tailed minnows swimming around here in this pool. Doesn't look like a big concentration of them. It's kind of a deep spot to actually have minnows. It's kind of a deep spot to have minnows. It's got to be probably 3 foot deep down there. Usually you find the minnows in the shallower, but this was shallower, so maybe they just hung around. We're looking to see if we might spot something a little bigger in here. Alright, we've gone further down toward, there's a marsh down here. Benjamin, you stand right there where you're at. The last storm, see this big log? The last storm moved that pretty far downstream, and that caused some interesting changes down here. We couldn't get past this point before. You can see it's all nice sandy bottom over where KB's at. He just planted a minnow trap back there in a pool that's loaded with them. And the next time we come down here, we're going that way, because it looks like we might be able to make it all the way to the marsh. And here, there's catfish down there in the marsh. Anyway, we'll get back to it. We're going to go back up toward the first minnow trap now. Alright, hey folks, we're back at the first pool, the deep pool. So we kind of muddied it up a little bit. No harm, no foul. Anyway, KB's going to grab it and pull that first one out. We might have put it too deep. I'm not sure we're going to have anything in this one, but we can check it anyway. I think we're going to have something in the one that's further back in the woods, though. Did we get anything?
Let me see. Can't tell.
I don't think we did. I don't see any movement. Nah, it worked last time, but like I said before, the water was shallower last time. There's a lot of minnows in there. We just have to replace it in a shallower pool. Something got a hold of my calf.
You want me to throw it in shallower this time?
Yeah, throw it in shallower water.
When we come back, we'll
and we'll check it. We'll leave it in there. Be there 5 or 10 minutes. We'll check it again.
I'll throw it. That was great throw. Too bad.
Don't worry. Just drag it to the shallow when you get in the water, and drag it to the shallow when it sinks. It'll be down in a sec. That's deeper, Kenneth.
Oh.
Pull it up shallower. Put it in about 8 or 9 inches of water. Bring it up shallower than that yet.
All the minnows are right at that level.
All right. Okay, right about there. Right about there. Straighten it out. Let it drop. There you go. All right, folks. We're going to go to the second one and take a look at it, and we'll let you know how it works out. Alright, we're checking the second one. It doesn't look good for this one. Don't know what the deal is today, but we did good last time.
We can go back and look at our other videos. See what we mean.
Anything? Nada. Well, today was a fail on catching minnows, but if you watch our last video, it worked. Like, we just got to find the right spot, right depth. There's no point in throwing it back in, KB. We're going to go up to the house. Go ahead and pull it out.
Tell them we're going to be checking the other one.
Yeah, we dropped the other one back into a shallower region. You saw that portion, and we're going to go hit it again. It's only been in there a few minutes, so I'm not sure about that. Maybe next time we'll go back. Look at that little area back there.
Yeah,
Tadpole and frog and turtle heaven. Yeah, and this is where when KB and I come down here ourselves, I don't know if you can see back in there, but it goes back in there a long way. Looks like it's going to be a fun little hike. Alrighty folks, we'll turn it back on, we check the other trap.